Hi guys, it's Mena, and today in this video I'm going to do my top 10 movies I could watch over and over again and still love. Now I do have a video of my top movies that I could watch over and over again and still love, and that's a really long video. And if you're interested in that video, I will link it down below along with the movie reviews that these movies I mentioned in this video. Now I bet a lot of you guys do this a lot, like you have a certain movie that you've seen so many times that you absolutely love. And by the way, let me know what your guys' top 10 movies that you could watch over and over again and still love are. So, and I do have movie reviews for some of these movies that I mentioned, and if you guys are interested in the reviews, they'll all be in the description box, linked in the description box down below. So I'm going to get started. So number one on my list is probably one you guys all know, is Beauty and the Beast. The reason I could watch this movie over and over again is because of the songs, the music, the singing, the story. I just could watch it over and over again because of all those things. And if you guys are interested in my two reviews of Beauty and the Beast, I will link them both down below. So number two on my list would have to be The Lion King. This is one I watched with my sister quite a lot when we were kids. Now, let me know if you guys want a top 10 sisters movies, which are movies that I watched with my little sister. Please let me know in the comments down below, because I will do it anyway, even though. So this is one of my favorites to watch with my sister because we both grew up watching it in my house. Especially, my mom watched this movie with us when we were kids, and she loves the song Hakuna Matata. So when my sister refused to take a shower, she tried to get my sister to take a shower by singing the song Hakuna Matata, which is pretty funny. So yeah, that's one of our favorites. Number three on my list would have to be Oliver and Company. I haven't seen Oliver and Company in like forever, but I remember this movie by heart because I watched it probably 80 billion times when I was little. I could love this. The reason I could watch this movie over and over again and still love it because of the story, the cute little animals. It's such it's like a 80s version of Oliver Twist, which is really neat. Because for those who don't know, if you didn't read Oliver Twist takes place in the 1920s, I think. I don't know, the 1920s, back when they didn't have like. I think it takes place in the 1920s. I don't know, but this takes place in the 80s of New York. It looks like which looks pretty cool, and I do love Oliver and Company. It's one of my favorites, and I could just watch it over and over again and still love it because of the cute little animals and the story and the music and stuff. Number four on my list would have to be Bambi. Now, a lot of you guys are probably going to say Bambi's such a sad movie, but the reason I could watch this over and over again because there's some scenes that make me laugh with like the cute little animals and the songs in that movie and like the story. That's the reason I could watch it over and over again and still love it, is the story. And the characters and all the animals and the songs too. And the beautiful artwork. That has the most gorgeous artwork. And by the way, I will do a top 10 movies with the most beautiful artwork. Number 5 on my list would have to be Aladdin. Now, the reason I could watch Aladdin over and over again because of the story, and the songs, and the characters, and it's a funny movie. By the way, a lot of people seem to really dislike this movie, and I can't see why, because it's such a good story, it's got some funny scenes, and it's got great songs. It's like one of the best 90s movies by Disney ever made. And by the way, if you guys are interested in my review of Aladdin, I will link that down below. Number 6 on my list would have to be The Rescuers. The reason I could watch The Rescuers over and over again and still love it is because the story, the plot, the Bernard, because he cracks me up, and like the really funny scenes. This movie has pretty funny scenes in it. And if you guys are interested in my two reviews / comparisons of The Rescuers and The Rescuers Down Under, I will link those two down below. Number 7 on my list would have to be The Rescuers Down Under. The reason I could watch The Rescuers Down Under because I think it's better than the first one, even though don't get me wrong, I do love the first Rescuers, but I just think this one's better because of the story. And actually, I hear a lot of people say that the sequel to this is much better than the first one, which is weird because usually when you see a sequel, you like the first film better than its sequel. And the sequel just... Sorry, I thought I heard knocking. Anyway, and the sequel just doesn't compare, is not as good as the first film. But a lot of people I know say that the sequel is better than this one. And by the way, again, my two reviews of The Rescuers and The Rescuers Down Under will be linked down below. Number 2 would have to be Cast Stone Dance. Now, the reason I could watch this one over and over again and still love it is because It's so cute. It's got great music. The music in that movie is so foot tap and catchy. I would tap my feet to it. I actually watched it so much when I was going through chemo because it cheered me up because of the music and the cute little animals. And if you guys watch my videos, you know that I'm a sucker that has for things that has cute little animals in it. And I drove my mom and dad bonkers with this film when I was going through chemo. Well, I couldn't help it. It just made me feel so much better because the cute little animals, the singing, and if you guys know me, you know that I love musicals, and this is such a fun musical film. And for those who haven't seen it, go check it out. You can check it out on letmewatchthis.com. It's 10 times better than watching movies on YouTube. Because YouTube deletes movies. People, I don't know why people do this, but it's kind of like a bad idea, but people upload movies and they get caught. Even if they say the rights don't go to, the rights go to whoever, like Warner Bros. Or blah blah blah, Disney, blah blah, whatever. But yeah, so if I were you, I'd probably watch it on Let Me Watch This because then it doesn't get deleted if you want to rewatch it again. Number 9 would have to be the Aristocats. The reason I could watch the Aristocats over and over again and still love it is because the story, the songs, the music is foot tapping catchy. And again, it's jazz, and for those who didn't know, I'm not the biggest jazz fan, but like Cats Don't Dance, this movie has like a lot of foot tapping catchy music. And it's funny, it's got some funny scenes, it's got the cute little kitty cats, and I just love the story so much. I used to watch this so much at my dad's house when I was little. Whenever I had to spend like every other weekend at my dad's house, I would constantly want to watch this movie, and I would drive him insane with this movie. And by the way, if you guys are interested in my Aristocats review, I will link that down below. And by the way, if you're wondering why I sounded funny in that video, I was sick. Number 10 on my list would have to be Frozen. This was one my sister and I drove my brother insane with. He doesn't like this movie now. So me and my sister would watch this so much because we love the cute little snowman, the song, and it's about sisterly love. I like how it has sisterly love breaking a spell instead of a prince breaking the spell. I think it's really cute. And I think that it has a great moral to it. Like, you don't need a man to save you. You can just have your sister's love to save you. It's so sweet. That's what I love about Frozen. And by the way, if you guys are interested in my Frozen review, I will link that down below. Okay, so those are my top 10. Oh yeah, another reason I love Frozen is because I like the songs and the story, and it's just so cute how it has sisterly love breaking a spell instead of true love breaking a spell. Anyway, those are my top 10 movies I could watch over and over again and still love. I hope you guys liked the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in another video soon. Bye.